Well, this is going to be interesting. All right. Hmm. Wheel of names. And that's because random name picker. Okay, so I'm going to keep that up as necessary. As for this, always on top. And then. Okay, so we are back in GIMP. And we're going to be streaming for approximately 2 hours. It's been a while. Okay, so let me bring this down. Hardness 75. Hardness 50. We actually want hardness to be at 60. There we go. Okay, so that's 60. Um, and then dynamics. No, we do want dynamics. Sarah number 4. Seems about right. That does not seem right. What happened? So we have a paintbrush mode is addition. We don't want addition. We want the paintbrush mode to be normal. There we go. And then hardness is 60. Opacity, oddly enough, also should be about 60. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we need to get rid of lock brush to view. Oh, hey, how are ya? Hi, Urged Cross. I am hanging in there. I'm not sure what I'm going to draw. Actually, this is my first stream. Let's see here. How do I Twitch stream? I don't know if you are still here or not. You're doing requests? Also, welcome to Twitch. Yes, I am doing requests. And since you're the first one, I guess, would you like some art? Urge Cross. Let's see, I guess the plan was to kind of just doodle until someone walked in, I suppose. I can give some idea. Alright, what would you like me to draw you, Urge Cross? Can give some idea. Let's see. Well, we are... Would you be interested in drawing 2 characters from my Stranger Things AU interacting with each other? Okay, so I'll do my best. I don't know how the stream can only go on for 2 hours, and I'll give it my best shot. Do you have any reference images? Urged Cross. I think one of the things that made me worried about doing these art requests, where can I send them? If you could simply put put some links to images in the chat, and then maybe I can copy and paste them into my web browser. Or do you have... Okay, thank you. since there's only okay. So if there is more than two people in the chat, when I'm done with this artwork, then I get to use the Wheel of Names website. So that'll be interesting. Let's see. In the meantime, I guess I'll just doodle for a bit or get things ready. It's probably a good idea. So we're going to create a new layer group like that. Let me see. Actually, so did the URLs show up? Oh, there they are. Here we go. Let me explain who's the Demogorgon. Alright. Let's see. Copy URL. I know of the show, but I have not watched it. So I don't really know what it's all about. Let's see. Oh. Alright. Interesting. Urged cross, and then so I see two characters. No, I'm afraid not. I have not watched Stranger Things. I don't really know what the show is about, but I take it the monster is well, they're both characters from the show. Okay, so I see the references. So just two characters then? I see you have this image called Dart and Dustin. So what would you like them to be doing? These two are Dart, the Demogorgon creature fella, and Dustin, he's obviously one of the protagonists. Oh, interesting. Okay. So is Dart not one of the monsters that they attack? Like he's actually like a character? Oof. The Demogorgon? Dart's pretty big, and then Dustin's pretty small. Well, 5 foot 6 inches, not too bad. Let's see. Dart ruffling Dustin's hair. Dustin would be without his hat. Okay, so, my style is usually anime, but I take it you'd like a kind of a realistic style, right? Okay, how am I gonna do this? So I'm gonna have to do this cartoony, because I don't think I can do it in realistic style. But let's see. Putting that aside, basically Dustin canonically meets Dart when Dart's pretty much a baby. Oh, interesting. Alright. Okay, let's see. How are we gonna do this? Well, brush. Then we have that. Let me adjust this real quick. I want more of a not a perfect. Alright, let's see. So first what I'm gonna do is so if Dart is rustling Dustin's hair, then I think what we're going to start with is some basic guidelines, just like this. Unluckily, Dart dies in the Season 2 finale, which is the same season Dart appears in also. However, in my alternate universe, he would still be alive, hidden somewhere else, being taken care of by Dustin still, and grown up into a Demogorgon. Dustin must really care about him. Were you sad when Dart died? Okay, so right now I'm just kind of establishing some basic guidelines. Okay, thank you, thank you, Urged Cross, because I definitely need to practice. But I'm gonna really, I'm gonna really try and make something that you'll like. So we have no worries, we're here for the funny's cuteness after all. Oof. One moment. Sorry, I don't like lyrics in my music. So, let's see. So what we want to do is, I'm going to draw the Demogorgon first, and that way, because I'm going to have Dustin kind of sitting on the Demogorgon's lap. So let's just get kind of basic stick figure ishness. So we have this guy. OMG, Dustin sitting on his lap actually sounds so damn adorable. I'm gonna try. So right now it's just basic human anatomy, but I'll get the actual features of the Demogorgon once I get the basic shapes done. Let's see, so this, I'm going to name this layer Demogorgon. And then I'm going to create... By the way, what are you planning to do on future streams? Well, I really want to be a digital artist. And so... For the moment, really the only thing I'm still kind of getting used to it, I guess. Let's see, move this. I don't really... I mean, I know there's other stuff like games and gaming streams, etc., but honestly, it's all kind of overwhelming. It really is kind of overwhelming. I'll take suggestions. But for the foreseeable future, I kind of just I'm gonna be trying to do art requests, and hopefully that will help me improve my art skills. Okay, so we have basic idea. Kind of want. I'm not really sure what to do with this arm. I think maybe I'm just gonna have it sort of behind his leg over here. It'll be kind of hitting the ground like this because he's kind of lanky. But yeah, to answer your question, I'm not really sure. Okay, so that's basic. Oh darn, whoops. Okay, no, it's alright, I can merge this layer down. And then I can create a new layer. Name it Dustin again. It's alright, I didn't have much of a plan when I wanted to start my YouTube analog horror channel. That sounds really cool. See, that sounds really cool actually. Okay, so Dustin is 5'6", so he's not like an actual dwarf, he's just short, right? 5'6". How tall is that? No, that's not dwarf. That's just. So, if he is just short but not an actual dwarf, then we're gonna have, judging by how large Dustin needs to be, the Demogorgon should be sitting on top of something, and then Dustin should actually be kind of like this. So he's going to be kind of not sitting exactly on the lap, but kind of underneath it, I guess. And then, so the head is going to be kind of like right here. And then we have, I'm gonna have him sort of leaning forward a bit. Kind of like that. Yeah, so drawing quickly is not really one of my strong points, unfortunately. So we're gonna have this like this, and then we're also gonna have Dustin sort of sitting cross-legged, but so I think kind of like kind of like that. Because in order to maintain proportion, Dustin also kind of needs his legs to be kind of long. So he's not like a toddler or a child or something. The only thing is I don't think that's right. Smooth stroke. Lock brush to view, dynamics off. Hold on, I don't want the legs like this. I want the legs. Let me get a reference real quick. Um, okay, so the legs do need to be splayed out a little bit, but it's kind of, um, there we go, like this, okay. There we go, like this. That is, and then we're gonna do same thing. So this leg is right here. This leg is gonna be right in front of the other ankle, like that. And then we're gonna have Lady Goo. Hello, Lady Goo. How are you? There we go. And then I'm going to thank you for joining us. Okay, so that's close enough, I think. Sort of. It's kind of what I'm going for. Just try and speed things along. How am I, huh? Well, I'm a little overwhelmed, but I guess I'll get used to it. Okay, so Urge Cross, you want cute, right? Adorable? I think I have something that'll work in that direction. So, to answer your question a little bit more thoroughly, Lady Goo, this is my first Twitch stream. Well, it's not my first, but it's my first really trying to be serious about it. Uh-oh. That did not work. They need to be... Let's see, this right here is where the hands need to be. And so this is going to be kind of right here. And, would you like an art request, Lady Goo? Because that is what the stream is about, actually. I'm doing art requests. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is kind of the basic sort of form of the body and how it's gonna work. And then we have kind of this right here. Okay, so once I get the basic shapes done, then we can move on to the details. So we have his head. He's going to be kind of looking up. Let's see. So if he's looking up, so if we imagine that we get kind of a plane like that, I am okay now. Thanks for asking. Uh-oh. Were you not okay before? Did something happen? Here, I feel like starting with a box can help, especially with this free run angle. So we're just gonna kind of start with this. Well, I'm glad you're okay. This right here is too far to the side. So let me just sort of move that bit. Shift E. This is what I get for going back to GIMP. Okay, so that's that, and then now let me start going back to the Demogorgon. Distance at 100. And that's because, as far as the Demogorgon is concerned, now we need to start making some adjustments. Okay, so this Demogorgon looking guy, what does he look like? He looks not too pretty. Well, I guess I'll start with this. It seems like he has kind of like an overly exaggerated clavicle. If I may ask, can I ask for a request if that is okay? So it really depends on how quickly I can finish Urged Cross's artwork. But yes, that is kind of the, that is definitely the, what the stream is for. I'm doing art requests. Okay, so he has a really sort of prominent collarbone. Anyways, a note, darts, or just any Demogorgon in general mouth, pretty much opens like flower petals. Okay, okay. Kind of, do you want his... Actually, maybe I should add some pics with it open. That would be helpful. Especially if you want me to draw it with his mouth open. So he's got kind of a rigid, very, very prominent collarbone, if you're into that sort of thing, I guess. And then we have, so the collarbone and the head and the neck muscles are pretty much really the only things that actually seem to be all that crazy about him. Everything else may look sort of grotesque, but it's really basic human anatomy, I think. So we're just gonna give him this massive throbbing neck right here. They're not, let's see, actually, though they're not obviously need to make his mouth open for this request. Ah, gotcha. Okay, then I will very gladly not open his mouth, because I feel like that would be less work. But yes, I will take the extra reference. Let's see here. Did you? Oh, oh wow. Okay, that is a lot of detail. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep it closed. Sorry. I have enough trouble finishing things on time as it is. Okay, so the only other thing I really need as far as his upper torso goes is I need to really get where the muscle placement is. It actually looks like he has some sort of star musculature. So kind of something like this. And then we have this right here. So I don't really know how to make muscles look good. So I'm just going to follow the general contours of his muscles, his pectorals, and after doing so, I will call it a day. We have another line kind of down here. Looks like he's got this sort of thing. And then what we need is... Okay, and now he's just a skinny boy. He is just a skinny boy. So we're just gonna give him that really emaciated look. Oops, wait, he has a bit of a punch, so like maybe something kind of like this. Okay, so how are we gonna do this guy's hip bone? I have absolutely no idea how I'm gonna do this guy's hip bone. But we'll kind of fudge it or something. Okay, so something like that. Something like that. And then, sure, let's kind of go with this. Okay, there we go. That's gonna have to do. And then literally, okay, no more looking at the reference. I'm literally just gonna draw a really skinny leg. Something like that. Yeah. There we go. Alright, just like that. And then we have this like here. Just like that. And then we're going to do something very similar over here. And it's literally just a leggy boy. He's leggy. Oof. Alright, so this leg right here is not doing too good. I think it's because I'm losing concentration. Probably. No, it's alright, we got this. So, okay, so it looks like he's got some big, kind of like Deathclaw looking legs or feet, so let me sort of come up with something vaguely Deathclaw. Like, really it's just gonna be a box. Kind of like that. And then we'll sort of make it work a little bit later. Yeah, unfortunately, hands and feet are still... I am not an expert on those by any means. So I guess I am okay with making something vaguely foot-shaped and... Okay, so it's a skinny arm. It's actually really easy. I'm glad. For all monstrous that he looks in the reference images, he actually doesn't have anatomy that much different from a basic human, so much of the weird lookiness comes from his skin texture, I guess. Okay, and then this arm is actually going to be kind of behind his leg because we don't really know what to do with it, so we're just going to kind of have him firmly placing it into the floor. Okay, and then we have, so that's the basic Demogorgon. Now we got to get his head, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a little tip on the side. So dude kind of has like a star shaped petal pattern. So we're gonna kind of come over here like so. I'm gonna want some ridges. And then, so that's 1, and then we have 2, 3, 4, 5. So this means that we want this to be right there, and this one right here. And once again, we have like a ridge, and it's going to kind of come down right there, like so. Wait, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means that this needs to be, this right here needs to be like this. He's got kind of a misshapen walnut head. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It's actually kind of funny. He actually, with his misshapen walnut head, kind of looks kind of handsome. I guess I like walnut heads. Here, I'm gonna have like a bit of something right here to indicate that the head sort of does open up a bit. Handsome? I mean, a little bit. I don't know. It has something to do. It has something to do with the fact that his head is not regularly shaped. Like, it's not a perfect sphere. Like, he's got like some weird walnut grooves to it. I don't know. what's understandable? Uh, I have no idea what's understandable or not. I'm weird. But alright, alright, alright. And then we have kind of some sort of texture lines. So looking at this, I think that the way to match his skin texture quite literally just should be to sort of have some lines like that. Okay, so that's actually looking pretty good. So now we need to go back to Dustin. So let's lighten up the Demogorgon again. And then let's head back over to Dustin. Alright, Dustin, let's see. What can we do? So I'm going to give him more or less the same outfit that I see here. So if I go back over to the reference, looks like he has kind of a basic trench coat, I guess. So let's... Oh, wait. For this, I'm going to need a clothing layer. Clothing layer. Because Dustin's already pretty messy. He already is kind of messy. So now... Okay, so he has a trench coat. That is actually really easy to draw. I probably shouldn't say it's too easy. It's easy to draw because the moment you say stuff like that, that's when you start having difficulties. But looks like I forgot to draw this part of Dustin's neck. There we go. Okay, Demi. Look at that. That looks great. That looks great. He's got a t-shirt. Well, t-shirts are pretty simple. You just kinda, boom, there we go, t-shirt. I will draw a collarbone. It actually makes him look damn cool compared to previous seasons. The t-shirt or the trench coat? I guess it would have to be the trench coat. I mean, because t-shirts are kind of dime a dozen. Yep. Trench coats do make a guy look good. I like the way they look. Let's see here. So I'm gonna have this right here. Wait, what's going? Oh, I see. I'm on the wrong layer. Oops. I need to go to clothing layer. Okay, here we go. Let's just nice over this right here. So let's kind of bring this down. Actually, no, that's too quick. Instead, we want it to kind of drop down here. For the lapel of the coat, and then we're going to have it sort of flow over his leg like this. And then we're going to have this one actually sort of flow back further. Kind of like that. I think I'm having trouble with the shoulder here. I don't really know what's going on with it. It's kind of getting lost in all of the line work. Oh, the trench coat. Yeah, that would make sense. Sorry. That would make a lot of sense. My bad. Oof. That arm does not look great. However, I am on a timer, so we're just gonna have to accept it because when you're doing requests live, there's unfortunately no time for waffling about mistakes, unfortunately. Sadly. Well, one of the reasons why I'm doing this is to get faster, so hopefully that'll work. Okay, so that's more or less our trench coat. Maybe get something over here like this. And then we have t-shirt right there. And we're also going to have another t-shirt. It's going to kind of billow like this. Okay, so Dustin, that's a bit better. Let's get him his pants. Okay, so pants are also easy. I'm literally just gonna make some squares. And there we go. That's his belt. And then we're gonna kind of bring this sort of down here. And then we're just gonna add some wrinkles. Kind of like that. We have a bit of flow right here. And we are done with that leg. Next, let's kind of come over here like so. Again, we have wrinkles. And we have something like this. Okay, so that right there is pretty decent. And we're just gonna go like that, and then let me give him some shoes. Though this is gonna be super basic. I'm not, like, when it comes to these requests, I am sorry, but for the time being, I am not doing much as far as shoes are concerned. It's just shoes and hands. I know, I need to get better at them, but, well, hopefully I can. Okay, so that's that. So now that we have this, let's get his sort of neck. He's got a... Now, unfortunately, I do not really... Alright, so that's his head right there. Kinda wanna... This is not right. So I'm gonna do his hair first, just because that might actually help me. Well, okay, so his face is right there. Um, try and do the eyes. Okay, we're just gonna go with some very basic, standard eyes. Go for cuteness. Sure. Let's go with that. Just wondering though, do you think you can send me the doodle somewhere when it'll be finished? I do apologize. I know it's taking a while. Let's see, how much time is left? 6:47, so I have until 8. So, I wasn't really, the idea was I have to finish the actual art pieces. I have to finish the art pieces, within the stream, I think, because if I start extending the amount of time I work on it beyond the actual stream, then that's going to cause problems, because then I'll end up working way too much for free, and the idea is I need to get faster, so I really want to, I mean, granted, well, it is somewhat of a complex composition. So I tell you what, though, I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning, but these artworks are not going to be colored. Like, they will be shaded, yes, but we're not doing full color because I just don't have the bandwidth for that. So I will upload the doodle to my DeviantArt account and my Instagram, though. So that's something. This guy basically has a curly mullet. Okay, curly mullet. So what I'm gonna do is, oh, interesting. I probably need to adjust settings and stuff, because I just, like, since this is my first stream, I don't really have a lot of I don't know what all the settings do yet, and I probably need to tweak stuff a little bit. Okay, so he's got curly hair, short curly hair on the top. But yeah, it's gonna be shaded. And he's got kind of like wavy hair down here. The thing is, so, like, I will do it, Grace. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking that perhaps Dawson's hat could be somewhere on the ground near them to make it easier to recognize. Yeah, probably. I'm trying. Oh no. His hair doesn't look like that. It's because it's It still needs to be curly. It's just... Okay, so it looks like... So this is not gonna work. Here, let's get rid of this. Here, so apparently it's more curly. Okay, there we go. I kind of need to erase this, though. I probably should put the hair on a separate layer. My bad. Okay, this looks a bit more like curly hair. Good. Good. And then only at the tips is it kind of wavy. Yeah, that looks, well, it's very simple, very simplistic. Here, let me, so, Urged Cross, what would you say to Dustin's hat being actually worn by the Demigorgon? Like, what if I put the baseball cap like this? Awesome idea. Okay, okay. I'm glad you like it. Only thing is, these Demigorgons, sorry for the caps, got excited low. I think it's cute, yeah. The only thing is that because of the size of his head, the cap can't fit. Because if it was large enough for the Demigorgon, then, well, it wouldn't really... I'm overthinking it. Let me just draw the baseball cap. Okay, so we have this. It's 1, 2... 3. We have this, and then I actually want to raise this up a little bit like so. Okay, so that's that. Oh, we need the Demigorgon's hand. Alright, so this is the Demigorgon. Create a new layer. Demigorgon's hand. The fact it doesn't fit the head actually comically helps. I know, right? It actually looks pretty good. Now, okay, I have to go back to the reference. Oof. Oh, man. Really? You gave me one of the worst hands. You gave... Oh, that is really... Okay. How on earth... Okay, so... His thumb should be... Yeah, I have no idea. Unfortunately. One last thing, if it's alright. Do you think you can draw Dart's actual claws? Yeah. I would like to. I'm not sure if I can. Alright, let's give it our best. Let's see. Let's give it our best. So if this is like right here. See, the problem is that if I, like, he has really long claws, so like if I do something like this, right, it's gonna cover right over Dustin's face, which I'm not sure how cute that would look. Kind of very creepy. Ugh. Oh, God. Okay. That looks very scary. My throat is hoarse. And then we have that one's gonna kind of go like that. And then the thumb is basically going to be hidden behind the head. So alright, so how's, oh my god, that actually looks really, really creepy. But that's like, that's the best that I can do. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I can come back for the next one. Alright, Lady Goo, I'm sorry I'm not super fast. I need to get faster. Well, I mean, hold on. Okay. Should I like implement some sort of rule that says that you have to be here or something? Like, yeah, I am giving art requests, but I am also trying to, you know, further my career. It's a clothing layer. Yeah. Okay, so I think that the new rule is that you have to be here when you make the request. But to be honest, if Dart doesn't use force while ruffling, it's not that bad looking. Well, you know, Dustin does not look like he is worried about Dart's use of force. So yes, that is what we're gonna go with. Definitely. I'll call him Laird Dustin. Demogorgon's hand. I guess Dustin trusts Dart. He trusts Dart. Demogorgon. No? It's the clothing layer. There we go. Okay, let's clean things up a bit. Actually, so, okay, the feet, I'm not gonna do the feet because the feet is too much. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, I do have to do this hand, though, don't I? Oof. Why? Why'd you give me such a difficult request, urged Cross? It's alright if you don't do the feat. Thank you so much. I'm very, that makes me very happy. Honestly, this hand right here is not gonna be done. Yeah, it's whatever. All I need is something vaguely hand-shaped, and we're done. Okay. Not even gonna bother with it, he's just... There we go. Okay. Let me... Okay, let me go to the restroom real quick. I need to take a quick break. However, once I come back, we will finish this as quickly as we can, okay? Be right back. Be right back. bestviewersstreamboo.com. Remove the space. I assume that someone just tried to spam in the chat. Okay, so I'm gonna restart because the playlist got weird. Alright. Okay, so this is pretty good. This is pretty decent. Okay, mic check, mic check. Everyone still here? Sorry, I had to go use the restroom. Oh dear. It's alright if you don't do the... Okay, let's see. So let's get a Demigorgon. I need to do a bit more cleanup. Yay! Urge Cross, you're still here. Thank you for being patient while I went and relieved my tiny bladder. I am so sorry. Alright, let's... So it looks like the line work is pretty much done. What is needed before I can officially call this artwork done is... I guess I need to actually do some not sketch work. I need to clean up the line work and do some basic shading, which I think I can do that on a separate layer. Probably would be a good idea to do that on a separate layer, but first, let's clean up all the lines. So we are cleaning up the lines. Perfect. Just get it all. And then once the lines are all clean, this is the Demigorgon. I should be able to clean up pretty much all of this. Just sort of get rid of it. Here, let me increase the size of the eraser brush. Lady Goo, you're still here. Yay. We are almost done. We are almost... Okay, so, for the Demigorgon, let's see. Let me go back to the... No, where is it? Where's the... Oh, here it is, the reference image. Okay, so, it looks like he has a kind of mottled skin texture, which roughly matches the musculature of the body. Fortunately, I'm not super good at that, but whatever. I'm just gonna kind of do striations. Oh, wait. I need a new layer for the shading. And actually, I'm still not done with this, am I? Because I need to erase all of this. I'll leave it in. It's good flavor. It's good flavor. We're staying in the sketch phase, so that's fine. Okay, so shading then. We're just gonna... Honestly, I'm not gonna do too much here. We're gonna keep things... With these lines, it's mostly just to establish texture, really. So we have sort of this right here, this right here, and then so something like this right here. Probably something like this. I'm not sure. We're gonna kind of go like this, then we have this right here. Kind of like that right there. Just sort of adding lines. Okay, Lady Goo is let's see, clothing layer, which Dustin is this? Can I get rid of I can just totally get rid of the Dustin layer and everything still looks good. Let me turn on lock brush to view, and then we're gonna go increase the size a bit. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start etching his jacket, kind of like this. Okay, so let's see, how are we gonna do this? I think that for the purpose of the artwork, I need to focus on, well, visibility, really. So we want to get some local values in. You know what? I'm basically doing everything with black, aren't I? I should probably lighten things up as well. Something like that. And then we want to darken his hair a bit with a kind of backfill. Okay then, and then for the Demigorgon, I'm going to actually make it more... Well, I'm going to try and make it kind of mottled sort of color. Okay, you know what? New rule. New rule. So moving forward, art requests need to be just a single person. Nothing too crazy, because I feel like the time it takes to make artwork like this increases exponentially the more entities you have in the artwork. So, congratulations, Urged Cross. You are the proud recipient. You're the only one that's getting a multi uh, artwork request because it's simply too much. Way too much. All art requests, if it's a free art request on stream, it needs to be just like a single character or something, or a single subject, because otherwise it's just too complex, and then no one's gonna get anything, and that's not fair to anyone else. At least until I can like turn into Leonardo da Vinci and like whip out, you know, the Mona Lisa every 5 minutes or something. Something like that. I'm gonna make this bluer. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna have sort of this be colored more purplish. Actually, I kind of feel like it would be better if it was less saturated. And then for his head, I'm going to make it kind of like greenish for some reason. I don't know why it's green. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't. It's too late now. There's no going back. There's no going back. Also, what's going on? What? Oh, I see the shading is... There we go. Much better. And then... Oh. Looks like my stream cut out. Well, that's weird. Am I still streaming? Did something happen? Okay, that's not bad as far as doodles go. Let's see here. Let's put this over here. Lock brush to view. We're not going to do that as of the current moment. Just going to take this. I do not like lyrics in my playlist. I really need to do something about that. Okay, so I think at this point I'm gonna call it done. Well, more or less. Let me just add a bit of yellow to this cap. For some... And yellow to... the jacket. One last thing. Okay. Arg. Arg. No. No. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let me do... I'm going to place this real quick. Oh my god, okay. That took a long time. Uh, Let me sign it, and then we can get started on Lady Goo's request. Let's see. Signature. Ay, ay, ay. I really need to get so much faster. Am I still streaming? Can you guys still hear me, see me? Art request stream. I hope I'm still streaming. I don't know. Was my stream offline for some reason? Talk to me, guys. Are you still there? Miscellaneous. Channel info. Now I have 2. Are you still with me? Oh wow, I did all of that without saving the image. .3D models, illustrations, create folder, art requests, and then it's going to be urged cross, and today is the first month. It is January 9th. 09 2026. Okay then, and then let me just export as PNG. Okay, are you guys still here? Oh no, what happened? It says I'm still streaming. Live, 1 hour 29, drop frame 0.0%. What's going on? Are you guys no longer there? Let's see, how do I... Twitch stream. Hashtag Lady Goo. Channel info, channel admin. Status commercial. Blocked terms, no. I don't know what happened. Hi. Did someone go into my stream? Oh, I see. There's a delay. Okay. I am still here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so for some reason, it looks like my my desktop chat application is no longer working, but I can still see in the actual stream elements chat that people are chatting. Well, this is a problem. I can't work on art and look at the chat if my chat pop-out window doesn't work. I know. Let me go over to Twitch because I'm using Chatty, the application. But if I go and do uh, the official chat pop out, actually, you know what? I'm using Restream. I'm using Restream. So let me. Oh wow! I had this Anbu X3U. Hello, Anbu. Okay, how do I pop this chat window out? Embedded chat. What does that mean? No, I don't know. Technical difficulties. I'm trying to pop out. Are you guys all on Twitch? No, you're not. Some of you are on YouTube. Okay, so I can't go to the let's see, Restream. How to pop out chat. How to get chat? Oh, to pop out chat, you can Restream chat, which allows you to manage all your live. Open your chat settings and look for the option to embed or pop up the chat. Well, that's what I'm. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I'm not. Chatty is not picking up anything from YouTube. Only Restream does that. Okay, chat settings. Embed in stream. Reply commands, bot, analytics, Discord. So all this time, someone was talking on YouTube and I didn't realize that that is. Oops. Okay, how do I fix this? Why are you still streaming? I'm supposed to be streaming till 8 o'clock, but I'm trying to. This is a problem. Okay, how am I gonna do this? My chat has stopped working. And I don't know how to pop out. Embed chat. Embed. No, that's something else. Chat settings. I don't see any option for popping out the chat from Restream. Oof. Okay, this is. I don't know. Okay, so if you're on YouTube, okay. I'm gonna have to figure this out for the next stream. However, if you are on YouTube, I cannot see your chat. I apologize. I will have that fixed the next stream. In the meantime, if you want me to see your chat and you're able to see me on Twitch, then that's perfect. I really apologize for asking you to go on Twitch. I just realized that YouTube chat is broken and I need to fix that next stream. So we're gonna do that. I'm really sorry. Okay, Lady Goo. Okay, Lady Goo. So it is 7:28. Are you still there? And would you still like a request? Here, let's see. I need to. I saved this already and I exported it. So let me close this down and open up a new image. Urged Cross, could you send me a platform or an email address or somewhere where you might want me to send you the artwork? Let's see here. File, new. Okay, we're going to do a new one. I don't know if Urged Cross is still here. Yeah, okay, so Urged Cross, if you could just send me a an email or something and I can send you your art? This is new layer. And then we have sketch layer. Then we have this. Create new layer figures. Let's see here. Okay, so we have 30 minutes. It took me an hour and 30 minutes to get that previous artwork. If you have something, Lady Goo, then please make it as simple and straightforward as possible, please. I don't know why. Why is it not showing up? No one's. What would you. Okay. Alright, so. Oh man. I'm a little bit worried. I don't know if. Because it doesn't look like anything is showing up in the chat, and I can't quite. I don't know if anyone's still here. Channel info. Oh, there we go. Okay. At least Twitch is doing something. Okay, just Tice Morning PNG Discord app. All right, let's take a look at this. Open URL. Oh. Is this an OC of yours, Lady Goo? Oh no? Tie with his brother Nori. Really? Another one? CNN, what is this? Open URL. Oh. Okay, okay, so I have two artworks in front of me. You can do half body, no full. Is it the first? Oh, I see. Okay, you want me to draw both of them? Half body, no full. Kid is Ty. Okay, so the kid hanging upside down is Ty. And he's the brother of this other guy, who is the big brother, is Dragon Ball Z looking character. Okay, Kid is Ty, Nori is red. Okay, let's see here. It is 7:34. So I'm going to set a timer for about 30 minutes. And let's see what we can do in that amount of time. Okay, so we have figures. So let's start with Nori. Okay, so I'm gonna draw both characters, but this is the last time because moving forward I have to. Okay, let's see here. Them with each other, so let's go with this. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to have a close-up of a head. So we have basic head egg shape, kind of like this right here. We're gonna have he's kind of looking down at the camera, but the actual plane of the face should nonetheless still be flat. And then we're gonna kind of draw this like this, kind of. And then we're gonna kind of come up like this right here. Kind of like this. And then this is right here the other aspect of the head. So, I probably should have asked this a lot earlier, but how is everyone's weekend going? We're gonna give him some very broad shoulders. We need to move this like this. L. Move down. Give this guy, okay, so we have, since he's basically his head is bowed forward, that means that we don't actually see, well, actually I think his clavicle should be higher up, but oh well, too late. Wait a minute. That's not right. Square pecs. And then, so this is Nori. Okay, and then for this other one, I'm gonna do, it's Ty. Ty is a cool name. Ty is, and this kid, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have him basically with his legs kind of on his brother's shoulders. Oh man, this is tough. I may have to switch to doing game streaming or something. I'm joking, but well, for the time being, I'm gonna stick to art streams and see if that changes anything. So we're gonna kind of have his I think I'm gonna have to get used to just not freaking out about feeling pressure to do things fast because quality art takes time. I mean, if I can get good enough where I can, shit something out really fast, then yeah, but I'm not there yet. I wish I was, though. Well, this is good practice at least. Okay, so we have leg, we have this, and then what we're gonna do is we need to... Okay, so he's a little bit too big for the screen, but we can fix that. Kind of something like this. He actually needs to be bowed over too. So we're gonna kind of bow. And then his neck is, he's lifting his head up, but he is still hunched over. So we're gonna kind of go like this. His head needs to be smaller than Nori's, but let me check how am I doing on time. 21 minutes. Okay, okay. So we're gonna have a flat plane. Again, kind of like this. Except he's looking down at his big bro. Actually, no, I don't think he is. Let's have him looking straight. Kind of like this. Okay, and he's gotta have his... Where should I put his arms? Oh no, you... let's see. I sent you my email. Oh! Did it not show up in the chat? Lady Goo, I sent you my email. Oh, you did it over the Twitch Whisper, right? Let's see. Twitch.tv. Okay, mangalejr072@gmail.com. That would be your email. mangalejr072. Okay, we have 15 minutes. Okay, I received it. I said I don't want everyone to see it. Oh, and yep. Okay, So I have 15 minutes. I'm going to try and finish this up. I need to simplify stuff. One moment. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's see here. What am I going to do about this guy's head? Because this is Nori. If we put ties, like, should he be grabbing his head? Yes. Absolutely. Although first, let me clean up this. Okay, so we have this, and then we're just going to kind of... His arm is sort of rotated back. So it's kind of like back here, but then kind of comes forward like this. Okay then, so kind of like that. And then same thing with this over here, except in this case, his elbow is going to be sort of leaning a bit further out. Kind of like that, and then... Okay, so that's pretty basic right there. So email was received. Thank you, Lady Goo. And okay, let me clean this. Okay, so now back to Nori. Okay, so the kid, we have the kid. Ty seems like he's acting a little bit goofy, but that's fine. You know, let's see. Layer to image size. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? I gotta make sure I don't overdo it, because I think one of the reasons why it takes me so long is that I tend to go overboard with my details, and that is not gonna cut it here. So let's try and get some sort of face. Here, let's see. Okay, Nori faces. This is gonna drop down. And then over here, we have this, like this. And, kind of have a bit of a brow like this. Kind of like that, right? And then we have definitely very brooding. Then we're gonna have this right here. Next we have his eyes, kind of like that. He doesn't really have pupils, does he? Whoops. You know, I think this might actually help me to draw faster. Give this guy kind of a badass smirk. That almost works, but I think... There we go, just like that. Next we have chin. This guy basically looks like Vegeta. Next, let's give him a nice face. Kind of like that. Okay, and then we have hair. Which I'm gonna put the hair on a separate layer. So let's look at the reference image. How do you like my art style, Lady Goo? Is it good? I never quite understood the kind of like the way they do the Dragon Ball hairstyles, because the spikes kind of seem like they defy gravity or the rules of perspective, really. It's kind of weird, but like you just kind of have like spikes cover parts of the head or something. And then for the rest of it, we just kind of have the spikes stand up like this. He kind of has Wolverine tips right there. Here we go, like this. And then everything else over here is kind of like that. At this point, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna have his hair kind of like that. There we go, nice and spiky. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That is actually pretty damn good. So now we have, see, like, okay, if I just had a single person, this artwork would be way closer to being finished right now. But because I have two people, it practically doubles the time for the illustration. And I'm not sure I have enough time left. I have 8 minutes. Okay, well, let me try and get Ty's face. Okay, so it looks like Ty's in a completely different art style. That's gonna be kind of weird, but I'll figure something out. Does it even matter if the art styles are completely different? Like, will it still read correctly? I don't know, but we're gonna kinda give him more of an innocent expression. Only thing is I don't think this is right. I think this needs to be more V-shaped. Oh. Well, that kind of changes the expression, doesn't it? Maybe if we do it like this. Give this kid some pupils. Oh, this looks kind of weird. Let me lower this. Some eyebrows. That one right there is too. Like that. And then we have okay, let's see. Next we have this. Very basic nose. Very basic nose. very, very simple face. Um, by the way, Urged Cross, did you ever send me your email? Or something? I hope you're still there. Here, this. Then we have this right here. Um. Oh. Oh my god, his hair. Alright, I'm giving him a super simplified version of his haircut. Super simplified. We are cutting every corner in the book. Every single one. Just, nope. Okay, so that's hair right there. Next we have this. Oh wait, this has to go back on his body. Right here. This is actually supposed to be like this. This needs to be like this. Okay, you know, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Tie. Unfortunately, I think I am almost out of time. But I think I kind of like this. I kind of like how this composition looks. So I think, for the time being, that I am going to... I just might finish this off stream, actually. Okay, so... we need clothes. Clothing. Oh! Okay. We are out of time. However... okay, so that's as far as I got. You know, I don't really like how I was able to finish one artwork and then the other one will get cut off because of lack of time. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this artwork, but and I will send it to you via email, Lady Goo, and I'm gonna do that moving forward. So I have to finish the artwork on stream, or if it's the last artwork and it's not finished, then I'll finish that up on my own time. So especially because I kind of like how this is coming out, so I kind of want to see it get finished. Okay, so that was my first stream. That was terrifying, and I definitely need to work on my speed. I'm gonna experiment, and I also need to figure out what's going on with the YouTube chat and integrating that properly. So hopefully next time I will have that figured out. To anyone who's watching this, thank you very much. This is my first stream. Still trying to figure things out, but I'm really, really grateful. So thank you, and I don't really know if there's something else I should be doing other than saying goodnight. But yeah, so I'm gonna... Oh, well actually, let me save this real quick. Lady... Oop. Lady... You... And then the date is 0109. Yes, 09/2026.xcf. Alright, and I don't really know what else to say, so thank you very much, and I will see you guys next Friday, 6 to 8 p.m.